In 5.4, we're going to focus on the second form of a linear function, of a linear equation. Last lesson, we did focus on slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So why do we need different forms? Slope-intercept form is great when we know the slope and we know the y-intercept, but very often we won't have that information. We might know the slope, or we might know just 2 points on the line, and we need to go from there. And those points may or may not be the y-intercept. Let's dig into point-slope form, which is this formula right here. Y minus y1 equals the slope m times x minus x1. The things we need to know for this formula, we need to know the slope of the line, and we need to have at least 1 point that lies on the line, not necessarily the y-intercept. Let's take a look at some examples of point-slope form and dig the information out that we need. For this problem, we are given the equation already, and we want to find the slope and a point on the line. So let's take a look back up here. The slope is always in front of those parentheses. The point is buried inside. The y value is over here with the y variable. The x is buried over here with the x variable, but here's the most important thing that most students will miss, and it's right here. This negative, this minus, you will always create the opposite value. So just remember that a minus means the opposite of this number. So digging into this first example, my slope is easy to find. The slope is right here. It's this -4. Finding the point is a little trickier. So we've got our 7 right here, and notice it's next to the x. The 7 is the x value of my point. It does say -7, but remember it's the opposite. So the opposite of -7 would be +7. The y is buried right here next to the y. Remember, it's going to be the opposite of -7, so that's going to be +3. Moving on to the next example, same thing. My slope is right here. That's pretty straightforward to find. So slope is 5/3. The x value that's right here is right there. Now remember, it's the opposite. So since this is +1, this will now be a -1. And for my y value, I've got -9. The opposite of that will be +9. So that's the point on the line and a slope. For number 3, this one's a little bit trickier. There's no parentheses here, but the slope is 2, and that's right in front of the x. What's happened here is this has been slightly simplified. This would have been x plus 0, but we could have just ignored that 0. So this will happen sometimes if there's nothing being added to the x. We can assume that that x value was 0. Now, there is no opposite for 0. My x value of this point is just 0. My y value is this +2. You've got to remember, it's always the opposite. The y value will be -2. In example 2, we're going to go the other way. We're given the slope and a point, and we're going to put it back into our point-slope formula. Then we're going to simplify it and get it into slope-intercept form. What that means is we are going to solve for the y value. Let's start by putting our numbers into our equation. We've got y. I always just start with minus and then find my y value. So that's -1 equals, we've got our slope is right here, so 2/5 parentheses, x minus, and then when I go to look at the x value here, I see it's a negative 10. So even though I've got a minus here, I know that when I substitute that in, a positive and a negative, that's going to make this plus 10. My next step is to solve for y. So since I have these parentheses here, I'm actually going to distribute these 2/5. I'm going to multiply 2/5 times x and 2/5 times 10. Y minus 1 equals 2/5 x plus, I'm going to do a little fraction work off to the side here. So I've got 2/5 times 10, and I can divide that 5 into that 10 2 times. So 2/5 times 10 is just going to be 4. So I'll put 4 there. And my last step is to add that 1 to both sides, plus 1, add it to the constant 4 here. My final equation, and now look, this is in slope-intercept form. So 2/5 x plus 5. I can see that my slope is still 2/5, so it's 2/5 in both ways. But now I know my y-intercept is 5. Right, number 5, I want you to try it on your own and let's see how you do. Let's just start out by seeing if you can get it into point slope form. So now it's in point slope form. Y minus 8 equals 3 times x minus 2. Now let's see if you can distribute that 3 and solve for y and get it into slope-intercept form. So let's see how many of you got y equals 3x plus 2. If you could do that on your own, you have nailed this lesson. So great job.